Everyone, and welcome. Normally, we start at 10 o'clock every day live. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please read the disclosure. We will be following three different automated trading here, and normally we start at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, and there is 10 minutes before our starting time. Maybe we can pick up some signals. I'll stay quiet for the next 10 minutes and then we'll start covering those three different automated trade uh, at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. You're very welcome. And if you want to follow any new signals during those time, you will find the new signal and the direction on the first column for the future trading. As an example, on the last signal here, we have an entry price 72.50, target 27.65.50, and right now we are 9 ticks from that trade. And let me take it down. This is exactly for the ES, and then the same story on the forex and the stocks. The same story. 1 minute, and based on one lot, the market analyzer. Here we have the scalpers, and here we have the Ninja Trader swing trading in the control panel right here. So all those details will be analyzing the market today, and we will be covering the market at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. In the meantime, I will be quiet a bit and get everything ready. Thank you. For the guys, this one here on the left corner, it is the auto trade signal. It's not, but this one here, that CL you see, let me see, are they the same? No, this one here is the auto trade. Took it at 71.68, and this one here is 71.90. This one is a manual. This one here is an automated, folks. So this one here has nothing to do with that trade right there. This one here is from the price action. So, and this one here is a total. We have a new signal on the gold entry price. 23 is 3, and the target 1220.6. I don't trade the gold during the trading hours, and I have not traded the gold in a very long time. So I don't know if any gold traders are out there. It's not it's not my piece of cake right now. So, but this is the signals. We have a little pullback on that market. So we try to trying to find trades in between also. We will be please, if you want to follow us, you're very welcome to follow us as long as you are on the follow us on a sim. We're not allowed to call live trades for you, please. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, I've been occupied, and thank you for letting me know, Tony. And man, this is red on the signals. Welcome to trading. Everything is turning around. Just hold. This is really red, and the There is nothing we hide here. We show everything. But this is really red when all the signals turn around, and that means there is a bit volatility. There is a new signal on the 30-year Treasury bond. It says sell. That is gonna move the future market up because this one here, the 30-year Treasury bond, going on the opposite direction of the ES. So by getting this a new signal on the 30-year Treasury bond, sell at 138.06, target 137.31. That is going to confirm your ES and NASDAQ and Dow Jones. Hopefully, it's going to start moving. It's Friday. It's a bit tricky. Be careful. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Uh, the market was extremely smooth earlier today, and I have no idea for the last hour. The market start getting into this volatility, chop, 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 all the way for the last hour. But during the daytime, I normally predict the trades or the U.S. session by looking at DAX at the European time. And if we have a chop day on the European session, that's mean we're going to continue into the US session normally. I mean, it's not things are black and white. And today, actually, it was an extremely smooth ride on the DAX. Let me show you my chart. I will show them to you. This is the chart I use every day practically. This is the 1 minute, and it was one trade where yesterday had a lot of volatility, and two trades on the 3 minutes, and the difference is nothing. So they were really very nice entry, and it was done at the. This is the way we love to have the DAX like this every day, but like yesterday we had a lot of trades actually, and because sometimes it happened, but most of the time the DAX on a 1 minute or comes in with a 1, 2, 3 trades and you're out of here. But yesterday was a lot actually on it. So um, a lot of turnaround in the on the CL, ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones. Just um, be careful with it. And Tony highlighted I was busy chatting on the Skype. He said it was a new signal on the ES. It's fine, and we have a YM and the Nasdaq. Let me see what is the Nasdaq. We still on. This is really the Nasdaq is on a sell. A YM is on a sell, and an ES on a buy. This is a little messed up market right now, and the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones are on the opposite direction. I mean, uh, this is something wrong. When you see that, there is something wrong. When the market is not in sequence, when the 30-year Treasury bond is on the sell, and then the ES on the buy, fair enough. But then we have the Nasdaq and the YM has not turned around from the short to the long. That is a problem. So one of them is wrong. One of them is wrong. It could be the Nasdaq and the YM gonna drag the ES to the short direction, or the ES is going to drag both of those market to the long direction. So as you see here in the Russell actually into the buy direction. So there is a little bit mixed market here, and I will be cautious right now because I don't know which one is gonna influence the other. Is it the ES is gonna give up, or is it the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones? They're gonna turn around and go with the ES. Every time when you see the ES, Nasdaq, and YM are not on the same direction, and the 30-year Treasury bond on the opposite direction, that means you are looking for trouble right now as we speak. Always, it never fell where if the 30-year Treasury bond, the opposite should be the all three going on the opposite direction of the 30-year Treasury bond, then we have this market in sequence. But when we have the 30-year Treasury bond sell and the ES is buy, fair enough. But then we have the Nasdaq and the YM going to the opposite direction. That means there is a play in this market. So we don't know what will happen, and I don't know what is going to happen. It's going to take me a lot more than just looking at the chart. Then I need to start looking at a different time frame and to pinpoint what's going on. But for now, I have no clue which direction this market is going to take, honestly. I think the Nasdaq and the ES gonna drag the ES, the Nasdaq and the YM. They're going to drag the ES down, and we will see if this is going to happen. So we will be monitoring what is going to happen. There's a projection right now on the ES. And if we notice on the YM is to start taking the opposite direction, and the target is 25. Okay, that is gonna cause the YM to go the ES going the other direction. So the Nasdaq is sitting on the sell position, and actually it's not budging. The entry price was 53. There is a lot of sales coming out. So the Nasdaq, also we have a sell entry on the Nasdaq. If you're not in that trade on the Nasdaq, the entry price is 41.75. So you can take a short trade at 41.25 mark and limited order sell right now on 41.25 on the Nasdaq. Follow us on a sim on that one. We're not allowed to call it trades for you, but this is the trade you need to take right now. Is the 41? Yeah, the 41. Yes, that's it. Your Nasdaq is gonna go your direction. And I will try. This is causing the ES. We have a new signal right now on the 30-year Treasury bond. The entry price on the 30-year Treasury bond 1560, and 50.9 is your exit on the Russell. And we are going right in the direction with the Nasdaq. If there's anybody follow me on the Nasdaq, Skype me, please. Or if somebody want me to call the trade on the ES, I will. But let me catch up with all this. Sir, I'm not going to be setting any setting when I'm going live on the YouTube. I cannot deal with settings and your personal problems with your computers, or why you're not getting data from the YM. Call your broker. You have a problem with Ninja Trader, call Ninja Trader 8 support. We're not the butlers. And please, let's have some respect to the others. I cannot give those kind of supports when we are going live. We need to stick on the trades here. I have to monitor 3 different automated trade and a whole instruments. So please, let's have some respect to some other traders are seriously trying to learn how to trade today. We are about to. I'm sorry, I get distracted with those kind of messages. So let me put my head together, trying to find out where I am. It is my. I mean, it is my plate is very full here, and now I'm distracted. What I need to look for. Yes, let me try to find you a trade on the ES. Just give me a second, sir, and I will try to call a trade for you, or we can have the auto trade taking a trade. Thank you, Basharat. You are on the NQ. You're very welcome. You tell me, Basharat, what number you're in so I can keep my eye on you. You tell me which number you are in, sir. And I will be calling a manual trade. Follow us on the sim. We're not allowed to call live trades for you folks. Let me. I need also to. I need to. This one here on the CL. This has nothing to do with the auto trade. This is uh, different things. I don't want to manual. We have a projection. I think the party is over on the CL, and we have a double support, and we have. I think this one is over. We have a new signal again on the gold. It's playing yo-yo with us. The gold. The CL is over, folks. The CL is over. If you are on a CL trade, you need to start looking for an exit. We are about to have a new signal. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, guys. It's too late to call that trade on the ES for you, but it's coming now with the auto trade, the new signal. I apologize. I missed it. There is a new signal right now coming in on the ES. It's going to be at your market analyzer. Usually can nail it a minute before, but I was distracted with the CL. I apologize. So I don't want to call a trade is already gone, but there is a new signal will be coming out on your ES. Please look at your market analyzer. And if if this ES, we have a double support line on the ES at 63.75. Once we are below the 63.75 on the ES, you're gonna see the YM and the Nasdaq gonna hammer down. So for the ones the gentlemen are holding position on the Nasdaq, you can make it a plus one tick, and so you will be on a free ride. Or if you want to hold on to this trade, you can hold on. The only thing is, um, uh, if it come into your where you enter the market, you don't feel good about it, make it a plus one tick and get out of that trade. So it's not costing you anything. And then we can go back and re-enter the same number once the Nasdaq drop to those numbers. Right now, my problem is this ES is not going below the it's not going below the 64. You know what, guys? I'm so glad today is Friday. Man, I'm beat. 63.75. Oh, I love you, man. 425. Have a nice weekend. Get the hell out of Dutch. You're done. I'm out and done for today. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah. It's much more ticks than the other place you've been a couple days ago, isn't it? We keep our eye on you. Anyway, the the and it is free. So we have a problem with the ES at 64.25. If this ES is coming right now at the 64.25, if that ES not able to penetrate the 64.25 and break it down to the downside, we are going to bump into extreme volatility, and it's going to be a wild trade. So hopefully this ES is going to go below the 63.75. Otherwise, this whole market is going to jam. The Nasdaq is going to drive you crazy. Everything is going to drive you banana. So now the eye is on the 63.75, folks, on the ES right now, right here. There is a sellers coming in, and we could have a new signal on the ES right away, and then once we get this a new signal, you're gonna see, okay, we are out of those trades on the YM. We're done with it. So for those guys on the Nasdaq, okay, there we go. We are about to break it. For the ones are following me on that trade on the Nasdaq, you're doing very fine. And there we go, folks. We're about to have a new signal on the ES, and the market is going. I'm so glad the ES is gonna go and drop below those numbers, because that is gonna ignite your Nasdaq and it's gonna ignite your ES and your YM. If somebody Ben, where is Ben? Um, yes, sir. I will cover the three. Okay. Yes, sir. With all the respect, I will cover it. A new signal on the ES 62 level. And we got the new signal on the ES, folks. 62 level, exit target 48. This is very nice. Exit target 48. And I'm out of everything right now except the CL. For the I'm finished with the for the Nasdaq. We call that trade. Um, Basharat, can you remind me what number we called, because I don't want it to be messing up today. I'm sorry. What number we called the isn't it 4150 or 75, somewhere around there? I think I did call it one tick before. Okay, thank you, sir. 4175. I was right, because I that's what I usually do, one tick. And right now you are on the Nasdaq, you are 37, 36 ticks. Am I right? And the ES is just in line. And what else we have? The YM, we're done with the YM. Hit the target. Look, when we hit the target, I mean, it's nothing left. We hit the target on the YM. Here is your the target with a double support line, and it came in right to the tick. And there is a pullback re-entry on that number. So this is nothing wrong with that. And there is a re-entry on the YM. If you want to follow that on sim at your own risk, 53.42. This is a pullback re-entry on the YM. Let me see. Nasdaq, we are going in the right direction. And the ES is look, I mean, I'm skipping now on the. Here is your sell entry on the ES, and the ES story is coming between those two lines. And this is where the two lines I was hoping the 63.75 will be able to break it. So if we notice right now, this ES is coming here with a double resistance line, and there is one support line, and it is going to drive us crazy a little bit, but it's weak and it is short. So for the traders are not taking or has not taken trade, you need to put your limited order at 61 level. Limited sell order on a sim 61, and there we go. He said goodbye. It's finished. It's over. There we go. Yes. Now we nailed from that trade on the Nasdaq. You know, there is 100% transparent here. We're not playing this hula bully kind of those like what you see in those trading rooms. If there's any confusion by any of our traders, or if there is something is not clear, we are sitting here and we're putting all our work on the side and to be 2 hours to the public. And I don't want it to be fired back at my face. If there's anything or any doubt about anything, you just give it to me as is. Thank you, sir. So I'm trying to cover 3 different auto trades, trying to call the trades, trying to update with the automated. So I got my hands full, and I could be making mistakes somewhere. And today is a Friday, and I'm so glad it's Friday. But if it's any correction or something is miss, go ahead and put me on your Skype. It's a BPT Trade Pro, and tell me I made a mistake somewhere, because this is I don't want to be rewarded with somebody telling me I'm doing anything wrong. I want you to let me know if you have any confusion on any of this one here. Otherwise, there is no use to sit down live every single day. Thank you, sir. This Thank you for this compliment. Thank you, sir. Um, what is this guy, Tony? Is he here today? I go for a weekend and I'll be back on. Yes, sir. Have a nice weekend, sir. Sure, sir. Just let me. On the 3 minutes, we are already done on them today. Long time ago. And on the 5 minutes, this is the YM trade on the 5 minutes, and on the ES, this is the 5 minutes. On the Nasdaq, this is the 3 minutes on the CL. So they are still in the trades. You know one thing about swing trading: if this market moving, you will be making money and out trading anyone has been trading for 10 years. And if this market is not moving, my friend, you're gonna be wearing diapers like any other traders worldwide wearing diapers sometimes. So this is where one day you get to go out on a beautiful date, and one day you will be wearing diapers. Welcome to trading. And and if you cannot handle it emotionally, get yourself a shrink. That's not what I can say about the trade. This is the story about the trading, folks. You never know where it's gonna end at the end of the day. So, okay, we have a problem, and on the ES, the ES is just not giving up to the Nasdaq and the YM. And I said, God help us on this, and that is gonna cause change in the whole market's momentum right now. The ES refusing to die with the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones. That is gonna be mess. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be taking 5 minutes of break for a fresh coffee. There is nothing I can call trades for you, and we will be continuing in 5 minutes and get a fresh coffee, and maybe we can get a little bit more fresh. All right, guys, 5 minutes. Thank you. If you notice when you are trading, don't ever use a dummy trading stop. Right now we broke that one here, that's area. If you want to hang on to your trade for a long time, now you can see where's my second trading stop. This is the way you need to swing trade. And this one is a manual, this one is automated. But once, like right now, we got down all the way here, you take the needle and you protect yourself to one, because now you are protected. And then you take the second one here. So this way you are staying with the line all the way. Today is a Friday, could be all the way down to 70.67. So if there's any pullback right now on the CL, is going to be rejected at 71.19. This is a really serious number here. Is the 71.18 and followed by heavy resistance at 71.21. So this is where, by using a trailing stop, you will never get a big trade. A dummy trailing stop will make you go out of this trade with hardly any money. So if we notice right now on the, because we have the double resistance, look, we have the double resistance. So any pullback right now is going to be rejected by this number. And if the CL went above those numbers, the 71.27, so there is no use to stay on that trade. At least you can give one of them away, you know. So if we notice you are sitting comfortably with your trade and you know you are protected. Why we are protected? Because those two lines, and there is a projection, and there is a double resistance. The support become a resistance, and it become a double resistance. So we are very well protected above those numbers, and the projection number is 27. If this market gonna go above that number, that means we need to close that trade. I'm gonna be taking one out, and then I keep one protected right there. And this is the name of the game. I mean, if you want to stay on that trade, you can, or if you want to call it off for today, you can call it off. But one of them is out, and one of them is out in here. I will take this one, hide it behind the major resistance, and I have the second one here. So it's also protected above the projection. Now, if you like any number you see on your chart, you want to close your chart, is very fine. But you never should use a dummy trailing stop. Never, never. On the scalpers, the 150 ticks, those are the B scalpers, are doing extremely well. The 1 minute and the 150 ticks, like what we teach in the room, you can use them market order, and you can use them limited order on the B scalpers. So right now, if we look on the CL, it is, this is where those numbers we are hanging on, and this is the projection protecting the second stop loss at 71.54. So that's how it is, you know. It was a much smoother this morning, and now we early morning, but now it is a lot of volatility. It's a Friday, and then it smooths out around 1 o'clock, 1:30 afternoon. When everybody go home, this market start taking one direction. I'm expecting this market to go really down today, so we'll see. Um, The forex today, I'm not. I have nothing on the forex, but the forex today, we are on the 1 minute on the forex, and you can use the same system on the stocks as well. And we are using on the forex the same as the futures, 1 minute, and we are having it on a 10,000 on a mini account, not on a full contract. And we have 145 pips on the forex based on 1 minute. This is a lot of pips for a mini account based on 10,000. That's not bad. And you can use it on, let me see if we can use it also on the stocks, but I'm scared to load so many things on the stocks, and then I'm gonna be jamming my. I prefer not to do that because the stocks is a lot, and we have the forex and a million charts. So I'm scared it's gonna crash Ninja Trader. But you can use it on the stocks, and you know what? We can put few in there. We don't have to put all of them. This is the stocks. where this one here is based on 100. And then you can feed the full automated, not the ATM. You don't want to ATM the stocks, but you can. This one here is based on 100 stock, but you can use the full automated on the stocks, and you feed it. I don't know which one is your favorite. Oh man, look at Cisco. Oh man, what a prices! But guys, when I sold my Home Depot stocks, and I made good money out of it back then. I sold for $36 per share. Now is 191. And I think I had around 3,000 stocks on the Home Depot. And as I remember, I sold them for $36. And I made money. And I was happy somewhere around New Year Eve, I guess, somewhere around there. And right now, the Home Depot is 191. Oh man, that eats me alive. And Microsoft, 107. Jesus. Look, we have a new signal. Then you will have the new signal on it. And if you have money, you have JP Morgan, you have all of them. If you have money, you can put 100 stock on each, especially the Dow Jones 30. I mean, or you can pick up your favorite 10 stocks and you put 100 on each one of them. Uh, I really like to cover the stocks because we used to make a tons of money on the. But I mean, we don't have that much time anymore to cover stocks, forex, and futures. I think our hands full now, right now. Our plate is very full. So we. But I would like to maybe start covering the stocks again. I don't know. We'll see. The things is with the stocks when the market goes the opposite direction, you're gonna jam your account for a year. Sometimes you cannot touch your account. I'm a kind of guy, I do not sell. I don't sell on losses, not unless if I have to. But whatever you can make in a stock, I mean, it is a drag. It takes a long time. You need a lot of money, and then you need to on a. I mean, I cannot be related to a guy trading stocks on $5,000 or 10,000. I don't know how they can do it, but let's say on a $200,000 capital, what you need to do, you need to split it to four pieces. You do not put your 200,000 right there. You split your 200,000 to four pieces, and then you start hedging for 50,000. And then if you got stuck, then you have another 50 to back up those first 50. And then doing this time, whatever you can take a profit. But always try to, if you want to trade the stocks, you have to have a right capital. You have to have at least 200,000 in order for you to eat a bread out of it. I mean, you have to have 200,000 at least. $25,000 on the stock will not get you anywhere. I mean, now on our days, even 25,000 didn't do anything because back then, Motorola, I was a heavy trader on Motorola. It was $5, $6 stocks. Intel, I used to invest a lot with Intel, AMD, like go long on Intel and short on AMD. By doing this, if the market goes down, the AMD makes money. And so always try to, if you want to buy something, try to find their competitors and short out to back up your. I mean, it is very simple forward with that, but I don't understand those guys. They sit down and trade. I mean, maybe, but I have a different way I can trade the stocks. I don't know, but you need to split your account to four, and you have to have a capital. And if you are a good trader with the futures with $10,000, it's like you are investing $200,000 with the stocks because it takes forever for those stocks to move. Where on the if you are a good trader on the future, you can do much better than the stocks. I don't know. This is um, I mean, I would not trade the stocks if I have less than 200. I would not. I'm not gonna be sitting 8 hours to grab a few $100 on the stocks a day. No, I will not do that. And even if you buy 10 stocks, you do your homework. Out of those 10, you're gonna be whacked three, maybe four, or maybe two out of them. They're gonna go to the dumpsters. So they're gonna be having losses with that. So I don't know. Each one of us have a different style. Okay, guys. We're waiting. There is nothing on the ES. The ES is stuck between those two lines. There is nothing on the ES, and there is nothing really going on anymore. We are, if you want to, you can go. There is nothing, guys. The market is dying on us at this time. We are waiting on a new signal, and there is nothing. So we're just waiting on a new signal. I'm gonna stay quiet. There is no use to keep talking. There is no more trades, and you will see the signals coming here on the first column. It tells you short or sell or buy, and it gives you the entry, the target. Right now, we are down 27 ticks on this one. Nasdaq is flat, and the YM, we are still on the same trade. Here is your forex. I don't know. You can see if there is any entry signals on the forex here. On the scalpers, they just been going in the circle, not much going on. This is the scalpers on 1 minute and 150 ticks, and this is the swing trading right here. And as you see, there is we just going in the circle. There is nothing going on at the moment, and this is your automated trade on the CL. But now I'm going the opposite direction on the CL. I will be taking the 7140 on the CL, and we'll see what will happen. But this is the auto trade. I'm not gonna be close it, so let it close by itself. I'm not gonna be bothering with it. I'm gonna be quiet, and if anybody have a question, you're very welcome to Skype me or chat with me on the Skype. Thank you. Did you see? I'm sorry. I thought I was talking and the microphone was off. We had a new signal on the YM, and the entry price is 375 and target 488. I don't know how many of you saw that. And the CL trade is finished, and I think we're going on a new signal on the CL. And for what I said a minute ago, I was ahead of the auto trade. This is a manual trade, and this one here. Now we're about to have on the auto trade the new signal on the ES, on the CL. I apologize, and I told you about that trade 5 minutes ago. I showed you that trade here 5 minutes ago, but it's coming now. The new signal uh, on the uh, automated trade. You will find the signal here on the first column. This one here is a manual, and we have the YM new signal. Let me see if we uh, on the ES anything below the 76. I will not take long right now. Anything below the 75, 75 exactly. I will not take any long. Be careful with going long in this direction, folks. There is a resistance, there is a double resistance, and there is this one here is gonna drive you crazy. So if you are thinking about going long on the ES, do not do that before it closes above the 275. Anything below that number here, 277575, is short. Anything below that number is short. Anything above that number, there is no more shorts, is long. So for the ones are trading at home, please be aware of that trade right there. It's not gonna go anywhere. Oh, okay. The CL took that trade. I'm sorry, I was covering the ES, and the target is 71.92. I always like to take the target up. As you see, I was a minute ahead of the auto trade signal. And I'm sorry, I was covering the ES. I didn't pay attention when it was came out here. But this is the maybe some of you did see that signal. Usually they come out here on the first column, but I was 1 minute ahead of the CL signal, and this is a manual, and this one is the auto trade. I'm expecting all the way to the 7181. Yes, sir. On the CL trade, be careful with the 7183, please. Today is a Friday. Maybe we can get way above that. That will be nice to close CL on the way up at 7231. Should be very nice trade on the CL. The system have 7192. I respect that, but I think the CL will go up to 72.30, closing position at 72.30. There is a new signal again on the gold. I don't know what's going on with the gold today. Sell entry 12.23, target 12.25. Follow us on the sim, please. A short trade on the Nasdaq, short trade on the ES, guys. The market start going down. The entry price is right there. You can put a limited order, sell limited order on a sim, please. 62. I don't know if you can beat that anymore. It's 41.75 is the sell order. But right now we're coming back to the 62 level on the ES. So there is a short trade limited order on the 2762 limited order sell 2762. Thank you. This is exactly the number for the ES, the entry. The entry on the ES on a Simple's 2762, 2762. And here is your CL, 2762. And now we are going down with that. For the ones they follow those this entry 2762, on the way down, we have a double support line. So today is a Friday. If you don't want to deal with it, you can close at 58.50. So this is the trade right here at the entry 62 level, and you can exit at 58.50 if you want to. Or if you want to, you can have a break even, a plus one take, and keep it, because today is a Friday. There is a lot of potential to the downside today. So it's up to you how you want to do that. But whoever follow on that ES trade, you have two options. Now you got around 15 ticks on that trade. You can close it. Or if you want to stay longer, because today is a Friday, it could be possible we're going to be hitting the target 48.50. So that will be your lucky day. So there is two options here, guys. Uh, that's So it's up to you. The market analyzer here, now you have 17 ticks on that trade based on one contract. And it is your option if you wanted to close that trade, or you want to stay on that trade, you know. This is an extremely key today on the ES, folks. For the ones follow the signal, if we are breaking that area here, we have a lot of potential. Whoever stayed on that trade did not close on the 15 ticks of profit. Right now we are on 22 ticks profit. We're about to have a news. There is a new signal on the CL. There is a new signal on the CL. Sell at 71.22. There is a double support area here on the YM. Be careful with it, please. It's a pullback. There is a double support area here. I don't know if you can see it on the YouTube. We just had a CL entry on a sell on the CL at 71.22, target 71.81. There is a little pullback on this one. But this is the entry on the CL. And for the ones if you go back with this video, we give those signals to those ES and NASDAQ 5-10 minutes ago. You can replay the video. I don't know exactly if it's 8 minutes or 10 minutes ago. Now on the NASDAQ, whoever took that one is a 196 takes. And whoever took the ES, if he did not close it on a 15 ticks profit, now you are on 30 ticks profit. Depends where you wanted to exit from those ES and NASDAQ. There is a pullback, guys. Nothing we can do on a pullback. Today is a Friday. There is a good potential for a huge drop. So depends how you wanted to play the game. You can play the game. But I'll be quiet. How much you got out of those, Robert? What you did, the Nasdaq ES? How much you got out of them? You still with me, Robert? You got 1,200 today after commission. What did you trade? The ES, Nasdaq? Did you take the last trade we called? DAX. Okay, DAX, Nasdaq, ES. You took the last trade on the DAX and the ES right now? Okay, thank you, sir, and wish you. I will send you the when we are. I will send you the a copy of the Senate for the DAX. You're very welcome, sir. Once we are done with here, I will be you and the others, whoever wants support. We will be doing this. Okay, let's see what we are here. There is not much going on. There is the last CL. The last signal we had, it was the CL, 5 minutes, I think, 6 minutes. I don't know. Look at the video. Why rewind it? And right now, we still on the same numbers as the signal on the CL. So there is a little pullback on the ES, a little pullback on the Nasdaq, on the YM, and I don't see that much going on. For the Nasdaq traders, you gotta be careful with the Nasdaq traders. Now we had the entry, we hit the target, right on line with the target, and actually there is a potential re-entry right there, right here, right now. There is a potential re-entry at 1350. You can re-enter short trade. Do that on a sim, please. And this is a re-entry point right there on the Nasdaq if you wanted to do that, or if you don't want to ruin your weekend, just stay away from it. I'll be quiet for a while, and I'm so glad today is Friday. You see, this is a re-entry point on the Nasdaq. Came in exactly where we expected, and now it's going down again with the ES and YM. So there is a good potential for the, look at this, right on the clock, and there is a good potential for a huge drop on this all the way to the 34 level. We'll see what will happen on this one here. Okay, I'll be quiet and I'm gonna leave the system run. For the ones just follow the CL signal, we still hanging on the same numbers on the CL. There is nothing going on, and market is a bit flat. So be careful how you want to play your game today.